All right, let's turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes in Studio B for a check of our forecast as we head into the weekend. And yeah, get ready for those hot temperatures coming our way.
That's right. But Latrice, I want to point out that there are really very low, if basically 0% chance of rain there. So I know you are, as an outside person, really care about that. So
I usually always ask you. Now I'm just going to ask you, how hot is it going to be, Cedric?
Exactly. And I've got that answer as well. So see, there's always something you can ask me, Latrice. All right, let's dive into this forecast here as it is summertime, folks. No doubt about it around here in the Tennessee Valley. A great day to be in places like Scottsboro. Look, we've got the boat coming in the shore. So if you head out that way, maybe you can jump on board as well and try to cool off just a little bit. We've got temperatures right around 90 degrees here in Chattanooga. It feels like it's 91. So not a large heat index right now. And the reason for that is that easterly and kind of northeasterly wind component that's still helping to keep the humidity levels in check. We still have humidity. It's just not extreme out there across the area. 90 degrees, as I mentioned, in Chattanooga, but still 86 degrees in Cleveland and Dayton, 87 Athens, 84 Dalton, 87 Calhoun. We've got 84 in Murphy, 83 in Altamont, and 85. Good afternoon to you in Scottsboro. All right, let's walk you through the rest of this afternoon because we're looking at mostly sunny skies as we progress throughout the rest of the day. Again, these temperatures going from the upper 80s into the lower 90s by mid-afternoon. Make sure you have that sunscreen out there, SPF 30 or greater, or you could burn in less than 15 minutes with all this heat and humidity that we're going to have in place. All right, let's walk you through the rest of your forecast for today. 94 degrees officially is what we're expecting in Chattanooga. Again, sunshine, hot, humid conditions, just a typical summer-like day. Not much of a breeze to really help us out as well. And then tonight, as we go throughout your overnight hours, of course, that big strawberry moon. I know you've been waiting on that. Of course, it's appeared full the past couple of nights, officially full tonight. But either way, should be a nice night to grab a picture, and the weather's not going to be a problem. Temperatures dropping down into the lower 70s, so it is definitely going to stay on the warm and muggy side out there. And then as we go throughout tomorrow, how about 96 degrees for your high? So yeah, a bit hotter out there with that heat index climbing into the upper 90s to right around 100 degrees and lots of sunshine. So plan on a very hot weekend ahead. That's the next big thing, the heat that will be with us here as we progress into the upcoming weekend. All right, let's look at that big heat dome covering most of the eastern half of the country, the cooler air to the north and west. That's where we have some stormy weather. Now watch the weather pattern through the weekend because today, notice the position of that heat dome. Watch how it continues to retrograde just ever so slightly to the south and west. So it stays hot going into your Saturday as well. But notice by Sunday, it may push far enough to the south and west to kind of allow this storm track to buckle just enough to potentially provide an isolated storm or two dropping into the Tennessee Valley. Fingers crossed for that to help try to cool us off. But for the most part, temperatures in the mid to upper 90s through the weekend into the beginning of next week. Feels like temperatures into the triple digits. So again, make sure you're finding that free AC, staying hydrated, and just trying to cool off. Now let's talk about that chance of rain because like I said, I wouldn't get too excited for it, but there will be at least a chance trying to develop. So all eyes have been on this heat dome that's been blocking all the rain. We call it the ring of fire, right? So everything goes up and around that heat dome. So as we go throughout your weekend, notice with it shifting ever so slightly to the south and west, notice as we get towards your Saturday and the Sunday, it allows this weak front to try to slide closer to the area. And notice the flow starts to turn more north and northwesterly, and that could allow just enough for this front to dip into the Tennessee Valley and potentially spark off a few isolated showers and storms. And maybe we stick with that northwest pattern as we go into next week. We'll see. Your rain chances not high, but they at least are there, at least a chance pretty much each day heading into next week. Of course, you could get the latest on the Local 3 weather app. It's free. Scan the QR code, download that, and you can track any pop-up showers and storms in your neighborhood. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Hotter weather heading into the weekend, Latrice. Chances of rain, not high, but they do return next week. But also, look at these temperatures. They will stay on the high side.